Hail to the SVG League, where champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat, where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf players of the world. From every corner they come to test the metal true. In the heat of battle they'll see it through. With fists of fury and hearts of flame, they etch their legacy in the annals of fame. Hail to the SVG League, where champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat, where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf plays a dance, a primal symphony, where strength meets skill in perfect harmony. For the thrill of victory, they'll take the stand in the SVG League, where greatness exists.
All right, Wheezy, here we are once again, SVG War 59, this time coming from Pyongyang, North Korea. I'm not even sure how the fuck we got in here.
Yeah, we had to get some special permissions for this one. This would be an exciting card.
You know, Rocky's got those connections. He snuck us in. But nevertheless, here we are, and we got two debuting fighters kicking off as we got Goat taking on Lil Jon.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one to see what these guys bring to the league here.
Goat just blasted Johnny with a head kick and then hit him with a 1-2. And look, he's starting to let his hands go early.
Yeah, that's what you need to do right now. He wants to build up a bit of a stamina advantage and a head health advantage here.
Teep kick by Goat and then axe kick by Johnny. Johnny blasts one to the body, but John blocks it. Nice hook by Goat. Beautiful leg kick by Lil Jon and a left hook and a right cross to take with him. Right cross, left hook, right hand. Johnny starting to put his punches together.
That was a nice little combo there for Lil Jon and a Superman punch behind us.
Yeah, very nice entry. Cover a lot of distance with that one. Double jab and an uppercut, and he's got a knockdown early. 2-3 rips to the body. Goat wisely circles off and gets off the cage.
That's an excellent start for Lil Jon.
Yeah, don't get much better than that, getting a knockdown in the first 2 minutes. And look at that, a slipping cross into a left hook.
Ooh.
Both guys leading their combos with big kicks from time to time. Interesting, they're just trying to blast.
Yeah, trying to catch their opponent off guard.
Pull from Goat, but nothing came back as a counter shot. He eventually ate a left hook. Little side kick from Johnny to make some space, and an axe kick.
Lil Jon seems to really be enjoying that axe kick as he gets another knockdown here.
Another one off the backhand uppercut. Right hook on the block, double jabs.
Ooh.
Goat maybe taking a second to collect that head health as he seems to have turned a little bit passive. He's moved backwards and he's just trying to recover a bit. Pulls, cracks him with the left hook. Oh yeah, you can't just stand there and be a punching bag. You get clipped. You got to take that second and recover. Flying knee attempt by Johnny, but it does not land. Double jab action and a beautiful right hook by Goat.
I will have to say we have to take note. It's not a huge advantage, but Lil Jon does have this head health advantage here.
Certainly. He's got him every time he lands a hook or a good right cross, like any significant strike, the head health starts flashing for Goat, and that's not a good sign because it just takes a couple after that to put you away.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Left hook lands flush, but look at this. Goat hits him with a right and a lead left uppercut. He's got Johnny hurt. Big knee to the breadbasket. Make it twice.
Let me find out that Goat also has concrete.
Johnny shooting a takedown. Look at this. Turns the corner, right to side control. Something else for him to think about as he only has 10 seconds to work here. Goated rolls to the sprawl, and that's going to be it. The ref's going to stand him up to signify the end of the round. Good back and forth in that one, Wheezy, but I think ultimately Lil Jon clearly did a little bit more. As you see, Goated is wearing it on his face right now.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he got hit by a truck, and Lil Jon really controlled the pace of that first round and got a few more knockdowns out of that and ultimately did more damage, in my opinion. Kind of see it in the head health stats, but, you know, Goat is not out of this fight whatsoever, so we'll see.
Not out of it, but it is definitely pulling away from him a little bit. I mean, Jon is... He's walking him down with big shots, for sure. Joe's going to have some more success like he did when he hit him with that left hook and hurt him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Touch of the glove. Second round about to start. Jab by Lil Jon. Steps out of the way of the hook coming back. Fires 2 jabs and a right hook that lands flush.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lil Jon go to open up that cut again.
Left hook. Hurt him and then a 2 to the body. He wants to throw that deep kick, but Jon keeps staying out of range. Blast the head kick does Goat.
And Goat does have a bit of a stamina advantage, if that's one thing working in his favor.
Yeah, we haven't seen him instigate any groundwork as of yet, but he might want to think about it. Nice counter left hook from Goat after he got rocked there. Jon really working behind that jab. Rips twice to the body, but Goat was out of there.
And we know a couple of really good fighters that constantly work behind that jab on a consistent basis.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm fighting one later. Kick to the body by Goat. Johnny catches it, looks for the kick to take the feet away and put him on his back, but the agility by Goat is off the charts. Big right hand by Goat, but he eats a knee from Lil Jon. That stamina advantage is really starting to creep. I know the head health is majorly in Jon's favor, though.
Yeah, it could be an issue here.
Oh
my
and
goodness.
it looks like Goat tried to maybe step off to the side there. I don't know if it was a big step, a small step, or what, but it looked like he was starting maybe a step to the right side, and Johnny cut him off with an iron left hook and put him out cold.
Yeah, he did an excellent job there. He timed that hook beautifully.
My goodness, you can see it on the replay here. It looks like he was about to lunge step to the side, and Johnny just cut off the angle. Clipped him.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at the blood just erupting out of his mouth.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting fight and a good start for Lil Jon in his debut here. He really kind of dominated this fight. He kind of controlled the head health and the health stats overall enough to a point to where
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oak couldn't get back in the fight, so well done on his part.
Yeah, very well done by Lil Jon. The former competitor from UFC 4 making his debut here on UFC 5 in the SVG League, and he moves to 1-0. As for Goat, you know, his debut didn't exactly go his way, but, I mean, somebody had to take the loss, so that's just how it goes.
Yeah, sometimes that's the name of the game. Somebody's got to lose in every fight.
Don't I know it. All right, Weez, well, as good as that was, we got a whole lot more, so let's get to it.
Yep, let's go.
All right, Weezy, second fight of the night, and we got Sonny Blue taking on Samurai.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Both these guys, you know, working off a win in their last fight, looking to build some momentum here.
Yeah, both guys looked very sharp in their last performance, that is for sure. Sonny showing beautiful groundwork, and Samurai showing a little bit more on the feet, but it did eventually go to the ground. And Sonny going right back to where he left off in his last one. He hits the takedown, and he's inside control early.
And he has excellent top control. He is very dangerous with the top.
Denial from Sonny. He goes for a quick armbar. He's trying to make it short work, but Samurai is wise to it, and he denies.
That's a good defense to start out with here, but he's got to be careful. He's still in a very bad spot.
Ooh, he throws the big elbow, and Samurai was able to weasel his way out. No pun intended, Wheezy. Look at this. He went for the get-up and the Darce choke reversal by Sonny. Uses it to transition right to the back. I love that.
He rolls over. This is big danger.
Major stamina. He can
Samurai.
posture up and get a free pass to mount if he wants here, but he opted to go for the side control instead. Nevertheless, a good position. I think we were going to say the same thing there, Weezy. A good position to be in this early in the fight, to get a little bit of a stamina advantage, to already hit a couple denials and be on top where you want to be.
Yeah, and he can kind of work. He's got excellent top control. He's been denying a lot of stuff already. You can kind of see the stamina toll that's taken on Samurai.
He goes one way. Starts popping him with the little pity-pat shots, just building up that grapple advantage. Fakes the arm triangle or the mount pass, and then goes for the mount.
Yeah, once again, Samurai's got to be careful here, and there's the big deny.
Yeah, he bucked, and he was denied. Posture up by Sonny.
Oh,
3
my
left
goodness.
hands. A right hook gets through. Most of the rest got blocked,
Oh
but at
my
the end of the
goodness.
combo, a right hook and an elbow, he postured up, and that's an undeniable armbar. It's time for the drain game here.
Yeah.
Big
Kinda gotta
drain.
drain and pull.
He just goes for it. Belly down, and there goes a big chunk. I'd say that's about 70% of his bar.
That's huge. And Capone, you know, once you get that advantage, it's very difficult for you to get Capone off of you.
Letting all that stamina come back. He still has a minute to work here in the first round.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah, what a feather in a cap that would be. Working the elbows. I don't know if Samurai's a little perplexed here or if he's just doesn't fear the elbow, but he ate a lot of them before he went to get up. And look at this. Guillotine reversal. Immediately flips him to the mount. Left hook, left cross.
This could be dangerous. This could be it.
Big elbow. He could go for the undeniable again. Not a lot of time, though.
Smash.
Yeah, he is. There wasn't too much time to drain and snap, so maybe he felt it was just better to put the money in the bank with the G and P. But nevertheless, what a one-sided round by Sonny Blue.
Yeah, this is the second fight in a row he's come out and just, you know, kind of dominated on the ground. We got to see if Samurai can keep this thing standing and see if he can get an advantage built up for himself.
Yeah, once he gets a hold of your legs, man, you tend to hit the floor. And once he gets on top of you, man, those denials are on point. He showed the guillotine reversal. He showed the Darce choke reversal. So he's got all those tricks in his bag. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous game to play if you're laying down there with the Capone.
Touch of the gloves. And look at this. All praises to God from Sonny Blue. Big right hook lands at the end of the combo. A 1-2 piece at the end as well. Big overhand.
Yeah, and he is working on the feet now as well.
Samurai looks like he's got some reach on him, but nevertheless, he's trying to make it an in-close fight. He's the one walking him down, trying to get super close.
Both these guys are trading right now.
Big shots, and look at that. That uppercut rocked him. Double jab by Sonny. 1, 2, 3. A fourth one puts him down with the uppercut. Kick to the body.
Yeah,
head health.
Sonny showing off his well-roundedness in this fight.
Beautiful turning back kick by the Samurai there, but he's going to need a lot more moments like that. A big uppercut from Sonny. Clinch work now. He's throwing some elbows from the clinch and then hits him with the Uchigari right into the side straddle. Moves over to the side control. Samurai fakes. This time he went for it and Sonny denied it. Fakes the posture up and puts him in the crucifix. Deadly position to be in.
This is dangerous.
Big elbow. And look at that. He balked and got right back into the side control. But look at this. Sonny opts to let him up.
He might be trying to make a statement here on the feet.
It could be, or I don't know. Maybe he thought he was just in too much of a defensive shell. He was having success on the feet. There's a clip. He got him with the big lead hook and put him down. Back to the cage. Big knee.
That's a big knee.
Samurai rolls off the cage. He's got his guard up, but man, he looks like he's a bit perplexed. Weeze. He looks like he's not sure what to do right now.
Yeah, he's got to change up a game plan. He's got to try to find something that works here before it's too late.
Sonny's just kind of walking him down, hits him with a big left hook and puts him on the floor. Feet on hip.
Nice deny, though.
Beautiful getup by the Samurai. Once again, Sonny takes a break to praise God. A shine of respect by both guys. 1-2 by the Samurai. Ooh, he flicks a little teep
nice
kick and
kick.
lands flush. One of those can change the fight.
Sonny's working down that block at this point in time.
Yeah, he is just walking him down and peppering into that block. I mean, Samurai doesn't really have the head health nor the stamina to exchange with him.
You know, he's kind of in a lot of trouble. He needs one of these lucky shots.
Big left hook lands flush and sits him down again. Sonny blasts a head kick on the block. He caught the kick. He walked him towards the cage. He's going to hit him with one of those block break combos. And look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. The one shot hurt him and froze him in air, and the other shot caught him on the way down. What a vicious knockout by Sonny Blue as he just absolutely ran through Samurai.
Yeah, my goodness. He looked like he was shot dead on that uppercut.
Yeah, it was a blistering shot, and that right hook, man, that just sealed the deal.
Yeah, if he wasn't already out, he was out there.
Yeah, I don't even think he felt the right hook. I think it put him out cold. I mean, he crumpled like a piece of paper, that's for sure. He got smoked with that big shot. Sonny had a excellent rhythm going on the feet. And when you get those early takedowns and do that damage like he did with that GMP, that's always in your head as your opponent. You got to worry about those takedowns, and I mean, Sonny made the most of it. He built off it and just piled on until Samurai could take no more.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly. I mean, I couldn't say it any better. Samurai just, didn't have the right game plan going into this, and Sonny capitalized. He worked the ground there in the first round, and the second round he worked the feet, and he found a knockout there. So well done.
Absolutely, that's 2 in a row for Sonny Blue. So everything's on the up.
Yeah, he's gaining some momentum for sure.
All right, Wheezy. Well, that's 2 of these early prelims in the can. Let's keep it pushing.
Let's go.
All right, Wheezy, here we go. We got Jay-Z, we got Jigsaw.
Yeah, this one should be an exciting fight. These guys got some fan-friendly styles here.
Yeah, both guys are always in exciting fights. I've never seen a boring Jigsaw fight, and I can say the same thing for Jay-Z. They both get after it. Big rip to the body by Jigsaw. Jay-Z on the back foot, working behind that jab.
And of course, Jigsaw's known for his fancy footwork that he likes to use, and his fancy kicks, like shown there.
Not just that, but also his TKO stoppages. He's been known to cut people open.
Yeah, he likes the doctor.
He might be the only guy in the league.
Hey, a win's a win, though.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Fighting tall is Jay-Z. Jigsaw trying to close the distance to land those shots, but Jay-Z is a lot bigger than him, and he is really pumping that jab out there to keep some distance.
Yeah.
Beautiful combo by Jay-Z, the lead roundhouse into the spinning back kick.
And then he paired the next thing up with the lead roundhouse and then 2 punches up top, which is a good change.
Both guys fighting rather defensively sound right now as Jay-Z sneaks a crisp right hand in. Turning side kick misses. Crane kick misses for Jigsaw. Good little sideways movement by Jay-Z is keeping him offline for those straight shots that Jigsaw likes to throw so much. You can feel the wind coming off that head kick all the way down here at the commentary booth, Wheeze.
Yeah. My goodness, that one had bad intentions on it.
Right cross, perfectly timed. He intercepted him, winding up a crane kick. Absolutely rung his bell with that one, Wheezy. Left hook upstairs, uppercut to the body.
And now Jay-Z's turning up the pace here a little bit, trying to put a little bit of pressure on Jigsaw.
He's hitting him with that Egyptian combo. He keeps blasting the lead hook and the rear uppercut to the body over and over. It's an energy drainer.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's one of those things that I constantly use in my arsenal.
Right cross, body kick again by Jay-Z.
And look at the stamina. Oh my goodness, a big crane kick comes in there. Both these fighters have burnt through a good chunk of their stamina to this point.
Yeah, it's a high-paced fight. Both these guys always be getting after it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why they're fan favorites around here.
Nice leg kick by Jay-Z. First one of the fight for either fighter.
And against somebody with such good footwork as Jigsaw, that those leg kicks are going to add up.
Yeah, you can take a little pep out of his step.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, good first round for both guys, but ultimately you got to lean to Jay-Z on that. He clearly was landing more shots, and I would say the better shots, as he caught Jigsaw with that crisp right hand we see on the replay. Jigsaw was just getting ready to fire off one of his classic crane kicks, but Jay-Z calmed that shit down.
Yeah, that was beautifully timed there by Jay-Z, and likely if he hadn't already won the round, it likely did there.
Jigsaw throwing heavy volume early going on, moving forward.
Yeah, it's a good little adjustment. Looking for an opening here in Jay-Z's game.
They both exchange left hooks at the exact same time. Left hook lands again for Jay-Z. Pushes him back and blasts a body kick. Ooh, he was looking for that sneaky little elbow. Big uppercut.
Still working that body
Nice.
very well.
That left hook at the end of the combo landed cherry. And look at
Oh
this.
my
Another
goodness.
left hook, right uppercut. Jay-Z has got the fucking flow going for him now.
It's a beautiful start to round 2.
Posture's up.
Good defense.
Good body work here from this beautiful, glorious sprawl position.
Yeah, I know how much you like this position. You could really take a toll on somebody's stamina there.
Absolutely. I'd get my mail there if I could. It's my favorite place to hang out. Trying to get his head off the center line, but ran into a right hand from Jigsaw. Nice left hook by Jig as well.
He's starting to trying to gain a little bit of momentum. He's putting more pressure on Jay-Z here. It seems to be working just a little bit.
1-2 calf kick for Jay-Z. Looking to move that head around, trying to open something up with the head movement. Maybe suck out a shot and then fire back with a combo.
He felt that leg kick.
He almost caught him with a head kick there, too, on the step back, Wheezy.
Yeah, those leg kicks, once you got to start thinking about them, that head kick opens up.
Beautiful pull uppercut by Jay-Z. Right to feet on hips. And Jigsaw has the wherewithal to push him off. Crane kick, and he just gets the block up.
Ooh, that could have been big.
Yeah, it could have been very bad news, Bears. The kicks are coming out a little slower now. Jay-Z catches it, but Jigsaw does the climb and hits him with the big knee. Jigsaw's got his back right on the cage. There's nowhere to go. He needs to circle off.
And this is a dangerous game for Jigsaw. He's behind in the head health and he's behind in the stamina, so he's got to play this very, very smart.
Yeah, Jigsaw does not have a lot of stamina at all. This third round could be somewhat of a chore for him. But a good little combo at the end as he hits him with the overhand right into the lead uppercut. A better end of the round for Jigsaw, but ultimately I would have to lean that one to Jay-Z again. I think he's probably up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, I would have to agree as well. He's controlled a lot of this fight. I mean, Jigsaw's had a few moments here and there, but multiple knockdowns there in the second round likely sealed the deal there for Jay-Z, and Jigsaw's going to be having to look for a finish.
Touch of the gloves. Beautiful left hook, but it lands on the block. Nice by Jay-Z. Hits him with the two-piece. Knee to the gut.
Really good timing so far.
One back from Jay-Z. They're trading shots. Big uppercut.
Oh my
Got his head off the center line and blasted him. Right cross sits him down. Couple of knees.
Sends him around. And I like how he spun him around with his back against the cage, so he didn't really. Oh my goodness, what a head kick!
Yeah, that came out with incredible speed. Look at that little leg kick into the head kick. Oh my days!
Goodness.
What a knockout! Jigsaw went to throw the overhand right, and Jay-Z did that little bounce your head offline uppercut. I mean, that's kind of a page out of Smoochie's book. We've seen him do that a lot, where he comes in with the bouncing uppercut. I mean, look at it. Just got his head off the center line and blasted him. What a gorgeous counter punch.
Yeah, my goodness. Like, he just missed that punch by just a hair.
All right, today we are
an uppercut firing back. And, I mean, what else can you say? That was excellent work by Jay-Z to control most of that fight and find a finish there. So excellent work.
Yeah, Jay-Z by no means is a rookie in the league. I mean, he's got 10 fights in the league, but he was taking on a guy with 26 fights, and I mean, he controlled every round. So big salute to Jay-Z. Great win to get under his belt, and he's got some momentum to build off now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Wheezy. Well, we got more, so let's get after it.
Yep, let's go.
All right, Wheezy, moving right along the card, and we got the perennial veteran Milkman taking on Winter Massacre.
Yeah, this should be an exciting fight. Milkman, of course, you know, but all gas, no brakes. It's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to talk about a veteran, you're talking about Milkman. This is 30th or 31st, excuse me, fight in the league, whereas Winter Massacre just his second fight. So taking on a guy with a wealth of experience.
Yeah, this is a big step up for Winter Massacre.
Milkman doing what he does, moving forward, throwing bombs, but Winter standing his ground, firing back.
Old knee elbow coming in.
1-2, a little body kick into the spinning back kick to the body. Excellent little two-piece from Milkman. You can only take so many of those because it zaps the body.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Winter shoots and gets the takedown.
Big takedown there.
Posture up. Wings a couple of hooks. Both got posted, but a left cross gets through for Winter. Into the side control. Rolls over into the sprawl. Takes the back with the back side control. Looks for full back mount, but Milkman will not allow it. Looking to take his back, and he does. Now Milkman's got backside control.
Well done.
Big denial by the Milkman. He takes Winter's back fully. Hits him with a little side shot. Breaks the posture, and what a position to be in. He's going to posture up and smash, but look at that. Winter is able to wiggle his hips and get back. Bucks over, and now he's in the mount.
A little active start here on the ground.
Beautiful reversal by Winter. Milkman got greedy, went right for the mount, and Winter rolled with the momentum. Milkman
these guys are tossing and turning like I do in my sleep.
Milkman able to get back to his feet with the quick get up against the cage. Couple of knees, and Winter breaks free, and there's another knee elbow, and he hits him with the what are we doing here? Perhaps Milk didn't like it because he shot a takedown right away.
You know, those will add up.
Kick to the body by Winter. Big uppercut, and ooh, he got caught punching to the body, and he did again. He's got to watch these body shots because Winter's trying to time it with zapping uppercuts.
And Milkman hit him back with one as well.
Shoots a takedown to his Winter, and look at this, right to the side control. He bucks into the half guard, fakes one way, goes the other way, side control for Winter Massacre. Milkman rolls. To the side. And look at this, he's going for a Darce choke as Winter.
And he has the stamina advantage here.
He sure do. He's draining. He's got him fully zapped. Milkman goes to move, and look at that, he gets out of there.
Excellent defense.
Hangs on for the end of the round as Milkman finishes in top side straddle, but I mean, ultimately, I think Winter probably did a little bit more there. I'd have to give that round to him, though it was clearly a close round.
Yeah, I definitely think that was a close round. And the fight has definitely been very competitive to this point, but I do think that was a Winter Massacre round.
Yeah, it's anybody's fight still, but a couple good shots. I mean, we see Milkman land a very good hook right there, but I know Winter hit these knees with his own back to the cage and then separated, hit him with a good knee to the gut and a big elbow upstairs, and those are very powerful shots. So just going off the damage, not to mention the optics of it, the stamina is in Winter's
look
favor.
at this, a little dirtbag move.
Yeah, I think Milkman maybe has been washing his hashish hands tape. He's a dirty little fucker going for the fake glove touch to the takedown.
You got to do what you got to do.
It's like Eddie Guerrero used to say, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, facts.
Left and a right, and look at that, a beautiful check hook. Big elbow by the Winter Massacre. Left hook, right cross behind it, knee to the gut.
And Winter Massacre is really starting to find a home with those hands here. Kind of flowing a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's putting it all together. Milk shoots for a takedown, but Winter stuffs it quite easily. 3 rips to the body by Winter Massacre.
And that is huge. Ooh.
Deep kick to the stomach.
Another one of those turning side kicks. Those do a lot of damage, but they do cost a lot of stamina at the same time.
And look at that. I think that's 3 for 3 on takedowns for Winter Massacre. He shoots another one. And look at this, the reversal. He reverses the get up right to the arm try. Milkman was wise to it. He's seen it before, but nevertheless, a bad position to be in.
They're very close in the stamina game.
Look at that. Winter went for it right away. He won the race, and he just took away 80% of Milk's bar.
And that's excellent work right there. You know, you're only midway through the fight. You know, you still got a long way to go without getting subbed one time.
Looking to take the back, and he does, and he's got him flattened out. This is a horrible position. Postured up, 2, 3, 4 right hooks. A left hook gets through. 2 left hooks get through.
There's the flip.
I mean, he just needs to be patient here. And look at this. He's going for the triangle.
And he still he has that massive stamina advantage.
Milk trying to step away, but look at that.
Big deny.
He's throwing the leg up, and that's what it's going to be. He gets the triangle and pulls the arm, and look at that.
Oh,
Milkman gives up. What a sissy.
What a scrum.
My goodness. Feather in the cap for Milkman. I mean, it's one thing to beat your opponent. It's a whole different level to make him give up like that.
Yeah, my goodness. That was excellent work there by Winter Massacre to you know, really just break Milkman.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you say, right? He made him mad and made him quit. So, great job by Winter Massacre.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be exciting to see how he, you know, he's showing a lot of well-roundedness. It's going to be exciting to see where he goes next.
Yeah, that's 2-0, so it'll be very interesting to see how he climbs up the charts here. So, great job. All right, Weasel, as good as that was, we got one more fight on the early prelims, so let's get to it.
You're...
All right, Wheezy, here we go. We got the Pressure Bowl. We got the Kettlefish, and it's a battle of 2 veterans right here in the main event of the early prees.
Yeah, these guys are 2 fan favorites here. These guys have been around for quite some time.
Yeah, you could say that again. I mean, Kettlefish coming into this one, he's already got 21 fights under his belt. Pressure Bowl's got 16 of his own, so a lot of experience between the 2 guys, and they meet here tonight for the first time on the main event of the prelims.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for sure. Like I said earlier, both these guys, fan favorites. These guys put on exciting fights, and I'm sure this one's going to be no exception.
I was going to say Kettlefish looking a lot smaller than Pressure Bowl, but to be fair, Kettlefish I think is smaller than everybody.
Yeah, he's definitely, I don't know how he makes weight.
Oh, big flying knee. Left hook lands flush. Teep kick to make a little bit of room.
And we know Pressure Bowl. He likes to work that space. He likes to work the body. And then he tries to pepper in some of that ground game as well. Try to build up an advantage.
3-piece landed by Kettlefish, but then Pressure caught him on the way out. Beautiful step back teep. Big takedown by Pressure Bowl. And it was a power singlet. He fucking picked him up, scooped him, and dumped him.
I think he was looking for the old Toyo tires, but just missed it.
Just missed it by the skin of his teeth. Pressure Bowl working, or excuse me, Kettlefish working that GMP off the bottom. Trying to build that GA up a little bit to maybe set up an escape. Back to guard.
This is exactly where you want to be if you're pressurable. You just work from the top here, but you know, every time I say something, they prove me wrong.
Yeah,
Now
Kettlefish
Kettlefish is in a good position.
hit a beautiful sweep. He's going to roll him over to the backside control. And what's he going to do from here? Big denial by the Kettlefish. Great job.
Love to see it. He's going to look to attack on this one.
And he's got his back now.
Couple little bonks coming in there.
Kettlefish mixing up the shots well. You don't want to be too predictable from there. Your opponent will just shake it off and stand up. Steps over into the side control. Rolls into sprawl, this pressure, and he's got Kettle's back to the cage here. Big denial.
Nice deny. Excellent get up.
Yeah, and then immediately goes for the judo throw and hits it. Look
Excellent
at that.
right.
He was sitting
Nice
on the up
reversal.
transition. He goes right into it. And look
And
at
he gets
that.
it.
Yeah, he didn't do any setup or anything. He went right into it raw and got a good 70% out of Kettlefish's bar. Pretty much any submission from here will probably finish the fight for the pressure bowl.
Yeah, and look at the toll it took on the stamina of Kettlefish there.
But look at this. Kettlefish looking for a little ankle lock action like a young Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
He's going for it, but it doesn't matter. Pressure Bull's able to pull his leg out. And that's going to
Excellent
bring
work
the
there.
end of the first round.
Yeah, that's excellent work there. I think that was definitely a pressurable round. You know, he got that submission off. He was able to hold top control for much of that round. So, I think that is a pressurable round because of the submission.
Yeah, I think the submission probably clinched it for him, but, I mean, you never know what these guys are scoring. Some judges only focus on the damage and shots. Some guys do take the wrestling into effect a little more. These judges, you never know what you're going to get from them, so I wouldn't be overly comfortable if I was either one of these guys.
Yeah, I just watched one of the judges do a line, so.
Big kick to the body, but Kettle hits him back with a 1-2.
Oh, nice block counter there.
Absolutely. Big shot, and that'll ring your bell. Misses 2 shots to the gut.
Nice deep kick there.
Ooh, he threw an uppercut and tried to catch him going to the body, but Pressurable got there a second earlier and it landed. Good takedown defense by the Kettlefish.
Yeah, he needs more of that.
Left hook lands flush upstairs. Knee to the gut by the Pressurable.
Kettlefish just seems to be holding the low block here.
Nice left hook by Pressurable, and then a 1-2
nice.
by Kettle. These guys are both getting after. Oh! 1-2 head
big
kick
head
and lands
kick.
flush. Kettle hits him with a 2-piece, but ultimately doesn't want to blow too much stamina there. He's already at a massive stamina disadvantage. Big part of that thanks to the arm triangle he suffered in the beginning of this first round.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
And look
There's
at
the
this,
spear.
looking like a young Goldberg. His pressure bulls just spears him right to the flow. Good fake by Kettle. Bucks to the left and gets back to the half guard. Two and a half minutes here, Weezy, or less than that now. Just over 2 minutes here in the second round.
A little over halfway through this fight thus far. And that's a huge reversal there by Kettlefish.
Yeah, he hit the good reversal in the first, too, where he was able to take his back from guard. So, very impressive. I guess Kettlefish has been working on his ground game a bit because Pressure Bull known for his strong top control. Good denial.
Seems like
by
he's
the-
disguised a lot of the stuff that he's doing. So that's excellent from the bottom position.
Half guard. Pressure steps over into the side control. He's going for the darts.
That's big. He's got that stamina advantage.
It looks like he went for it right away, too.
He can probably afford to go for it right away with all that stamina that he's got.
Look at this. Kettle pops right out into the side straddle. Little pity pat to the gut.
Nice
Postures
there.
up and lands 3 good shots. Pressure's got his
Oh, but he's
back,
in
but
trouble
he's
now.
not. Yeah, he's not gonna have time to do anything. Normally, I would agree with you, Weasel. You do not want Pressure Bull on your back, but if there's ever a time to just fire recklessly and give up your back, that was it. With only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good end of the round for Kettlefish, but I do think that was another pressurable round, even though it is very close.
Yeah, again, it's a lot more of the same for me, where it's very hard to tell. Like, the first round, we had the submission attempt that made it a little more clear, in my books at least. But when it's close like this, and with the judges we have, you just really never know.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be exciting if it does come down to the judges here.
Third and final. They got just over 4 minutes to figure it out between the two of them. Kettlefish is coming behind that 1-2 down the pipe. And look at that, the left hook lands crunchy.
That was an excellent start to the round.
Jab and a right hook. Oh, he just gets out of the way of that. Good head movement by the fish.
Nice combo there. Gotta be careful because that stamina is not leaving a lot behind.
No, not at all. I mean, luckily for him, though, it is only a 3-round fight. If it was a 5-round fight, Weezy, he'd be in a lot more trouble.
Yeah, he'd be in big trouble in a 5-round.
Left hook by the Kettlefish. Pressure bull kick. Nice. Oh, he pulls guard. Hip fake. Kettlefish just working this pity pad. Steps over into the half guard. Pressure bull looking for the Kimura, but it's not there. Posture up by Kettlefish, and he just stands up. Another denial by Pressure Bull. This time he cancels it and hits the big slam right into side saddle. Good denial. He's going for the arm triangle.
Oh, this is big.
Pressure Bull likes to get right after those submissions, too. Give you no time to react. Oh, big denial.
Probably, yeah.
And that is it. The choke by the Pressure Bull as Kettlefish has no choice but to tap.
And I think that stamina advantage is what ultimately cost him the fight there.
Well, you see that tattoo on his leg. It says dangerous, and he just showed why. As he hit him with 2 really good submissions to put him away, Weeze.
Yeah, excellent work there by
Pressure
Bull to get the fight done.
Pressure Bull gets a big win, and you can see there's a little bit of lag. But ultimately, both guys fought through it well, and he got it done. Great job by the Pressure Bull. Got to think there's got to be a fight on the prelims or the main card coming up for him, as he's put a few together in a row now.
Yeah, it's exciting to see somebody like that, somebody who's been around for so long, gain some momentum like that.
Very good job. All right, Weezy, that's the early prelims in the book, so let's get on to those prelims.
Yeah, let's go.
Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf players of the world. Every corner they come, test the metal true. In the heat of battle they'll see it through. With fists of fury and hearts of flame, they etch the legacy in the annals of fame. Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf plays a dance, a primal symphony where strength meets skill in perfect harmony. For the thrill of victory, they'll take the stand in the SVG League with greatness.
All right, Weezy, here we go, cruising right along onto the prelims. We got the final boss, we got AK, and this one should be a doozy.
Yeah, it should be an exciting fight. You know, we know Legacy for his little antics. He likes to get after it. He likes to show off a little bit.
Yeah, he always brings it. He's an absolute veteran of the league, so you know that he's going to show up and bring the fight to anyone he fights. He fought all the way up to the title before. He's fought every spot in between, so it should be a doozy of this one, and a hell of a test for AK 2-0, taking on the much more experienced veteran.
Yeah, this is definitely a step up in competition for AK.
1-2 does AK. Nice hook upstairs, followed by a hook downstairs. Big hook upstairs by the Night Legacy. Pulls back and hits him with a Moroccan knee and a crane kick, and he's got him hurt, Weezy.
Yeah, this is big. This is what Legacy needs early on in this fight. He needs a few of those.
Big lunging left hook. Fakes the crane kick, throws a left hook, but it falls on the block. Right hook.
Legacy's got to be careful of doing that, because if he gets caught in the middle of it.
Or like that, punch into the body. He gets smoked with an uppercut. AK hurt him bad.
Yeah, AK's definitely handling his own here.
Another little flying lion action out of the final boss. Kick to the stomach. Another kick to the stomach.
And those add up.
Yeah, as with that knee, he's just piling on the shots to the body.
Yeah, that's something that AK's going to have to be careful of here.
Oh, pull, and he hits him with the knee,
huge.
and then the crane kick, and then the crane to the body.
He's out here looking like a carbon copy right now.
Well, he's definitely Moroccan Lion influenced. Stabbing knee. And a massive uppercut by AK, who then puts his hands behind his back.
And nearly got clocked for it.
Just about, but he was quick enough to get the hands back up. Another uppercut hurts Night Legacy.
Woo!
Knee to the stomach again. Big left hook. 1-2 down the pipe.
AK has that head health advantage, but Legacy's... Oh, my goodness.
The crane kick drops him. Lego looking to put it away right here. Left cross gets through. Another left cross, a right hook. And with zero head health left, AK is able to break the posture of Night Legacy.
Yeah, one more punch and that would have been done.
Any punch. If a butterfly had landed on him.
Yeah, he probably would have gone out with the butterfly.
Couple of hooks from Night Legacy across. He is just pouring it on here. He's used a ton of stamina, but he's also taken a ton of AK stamina with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is huge for Legacy, who, you know, was behind in the head health, but now that he's kind of gotten a lot of that body health and a few knockdowns, that's really kind of evened out.
Absolutely, yeah. Both guys were able to hurt each other multiple times. They were able to knock each other down. But as you saw in the stats there, Night Legacy landed a lot more significant strikes. And ultimately, I'd say you have to give him that round.
Yeah, in all likelihood, I'd have to agree.
The flying lion again, and then a rip to the body. A stabbing knee, but then he gets an uppercut and a hook for his trouble.
Woo! Nice little slip action there.
Big left hook lands for Lego. Another knee, but he eats an uppercut again. The right cross gets through the block. AK lets him stand up, and look at this. The pulls, the slips.
Showing off a bit of high-level boxing there.
Night Legacy sneaks in the taunt or two, throws the crane kick to the body. AK catches it, walks him towards the cage, lets him go, and it looks like he's going to let a combo go, but Legacy interrupts it with a Moroccan knee.
And of course, Legacy with his showmanship that he likes so much, and another crane kick. My goodness.
Looking for the double crane kicks, but he kept the block up this time, did AK. Oh, they both exchange hooks.
He answers right back. What a fight.
Another uppercut drops him again, and AK's going to look to put it away right here. But look at that. He says, no, sir. He doesn't throw any strikes. Maybe he wants to go for that one-hitter-quitter type of finish.
Yeah, I don't understand it in this moment, just because it's been a close fight. Any opportunity you get to get him out of there, I'd do it.
Side control. Legacy bucks, and he gets to the sprawl. AK working the stomach. Lego looks for the get-up, and he gets it. Could be a hook. No, a beautiful knee on the separation. Oh, and a cross and an uppercut, and that is that. AK moves to 3-0 as he knocks out Night Legacy in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, he handled those knees pretty well. I mean, he got hit with a few of those crane kicks there, which rocked him or knocked him down a few times. But for the most part, he handled a lot better than most would. And right there, it was an off-timed combo, and it caught Legacy right there on the chin and put him out. So well done.
Yeah, a brutal fight. The guys both went after it from the beginning of the bell. They both brought the fight to each other, but ultimately AK had a little bit more in the tank as he moves to 3-0 and gets himself a token knockout over Night Legacy, the league veteran.
Yeah, that's huge.
All right, Wheezy, that was good, but we got more, so let's get after it.
Yep, let's go.
All right, Wheezy, cruising right along on the card, and this one should be a doozy as we got 2-0 Tim taking on the veteran Jiggly J.
Yeah, and Jiggly J has been all over this card. You know, he's fought on a ton of these UFC 5 cards now.
Absolutely. You want to talk about a veteran? You're talking about Jiggly J. This is his 34th fight in UFC 5 alone. So the kind of guy that the league is built on his back. And make no mistake about it, this is going to be a tough test for young Tim, who's looked outstanding since coming into the league. But a guy like Jiggly J, I mean, you'll know you're in there with a veteran when you fight him.
Yeah, he's seen it all, and he's not scared to get dirty.
No, not at all. He fires a right hand down the pipe, and it lands clean. Working behind the jab. Beautiful counter hook.
Nice check up there.
Tim shooting for the single leg, but Jiggly J flexing that takedown defense. Blasts a couple of knees and changes position. Beautiful left hand by Timmy. But a nice hook, or a nice elbow, pardon me, by Jiggly J on the return.
And it seems like, for the most part, Jiggly J's controlling the cage right now.
Woo. Nice combo by Tim, but it does not get through.
There's a little bit of slip sip action there.
Right cross. Left hook and a right hand by Jiggles. Right down the pipe.
Yeah, he's catching Tim coming into range here.
Another nice right hand by Jiggly. He's got that cross down like a science. He keeps you right at the end of it. Left hook, right uppercut. Nice takedown by Timmy as he gets the single leg and breaks the posture.
Yeah, it was a well-timed takedown there. He's got, you know, almost 2 minutes to work here.
He went for the touch and go to take the mount, but Jiggly J showed very good defense and took it away. Big denial by Tim. Now he's working the body, looking for the mount again, but Jiggly J once again says, no, sir. Perhaps he's been in that wrestling room. And look at this, right back to his feet like a cat.
Excellent work there by Jiggly J.
Right hand intercepted him and set up a body kick, and then another right hand.
Yeah, he's letting that right hand fly.
Tim being very aggressive, walking him down, though. Oh, another beautiful check hook by Jiggles.
Woo.
And the slips and pulls. Right cross, lead left overhand. The overhand falls on the block, but you know he's going to throw it a bunch more. He loves those overhand shots. Beautiful slipping off-center uppercut. Ooh, and a nasty two-piece at the end of the bell. Very good round. Both guys were getting after it, slinging heavy leather. You can see in the stats here, Jiggly J landed a few more SIG strikes, although Tim landed more strikes overall and had the takedown. But I don't know. That's one of those ones. It's tough to call, but I think I might have to lean to Jiggly J on that one.
Yeah, that one's one of those that could go either way. But I do think Jiggly J won that round, as we're off to round 2 here.
Another beautiful takedown stuff by Jiggles, and I love the way that he always takes control of the octagon after that. He'll stuff the takedown, he got you in the clinch, he'll hit you with a couple shots, and you'll always end up with your back against the cage. Oh, a couple of big knees from the Muay Thai plum. They exchange big shots. Jiggy's got to watch out, though, because his stamina is awful low in these exchanges.
And that straight has found a home.
He fired a big elbow. Tim shot underneath and ends up right in guard. Beautiful takedown for King Tim here.
And now we've seen this in the past where people get into Jiggly J's guard and then just are not able to do anything with it.
Well, earlier, same thing. He would not give up the mount pass from half guard. I think he's been working extensively on his ground defense. It's not particularly where he wants to be. I don't think he's going to be looking for too many submissions or anything here, but I think the ideology is to, build up the GA for a sweep or a get-up. And there you go. He swept. He took the back. What will he do from here? Postures up. Throws a couple of hooks. And then just opts to stand up. Very wise move to Jiggly J to get back to his strong point.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's your game plan coming into a fight, why not work it?
Big hook from Tim in the clinch, but Jiggy threw an elbow at the same time. Nice left hand lands flush for Tim. Ooh, the teep kick, and look at the flexibility and the dexterity for Jiggly to get it up in such short notice.
Yeah, absolutely. And now is when you start to see that grittiness from Jiggly here.
Another takedown, but there's the clinch, and this is exactly what I mean. Look where Tim ends up, with his back against the cage, and Jiggly standing on the black line. He has that down to a science. Right hook on the block. Slips out of the way of the uppercut. Cracks him with an elbow and then taunts in his face. And then sits him down with a nasty combo. He's looking to put him away right here. But Tim's got the heart of a lion. He perseveres and uses the cage to wall walk back to his feet. Jiggly J's holding him against the cage, Wheezy, and he is driving knees and uppercuts into him.
Yeah, he's had a very good second round thus far.
Tim looks like he's got a little bit of recovery going, but who knows if those cobwebs are cleared. Shoots the takedown, and Jiggly J again stuffs it. A big knee to the gut. Make that 3 knees to the gut. Tim ends up with his back right against the cage once again.
Yeah, and this is terrible if you're Tim right now.
A great second round for Jiggly J, though, who's burned through a good 40% of his stamina, if not 45. But still, he's used it wisely. And look at that, the tracking.
Goodness.
That is UFC 5 summed up for you.
Oh, my goodness.
But Tim, again, has an iron chin and is able to stomach all the follow-up shots. My goodness. That overhand right was just literally a heat seeker. It just followed him.
Yeah, that was insane right there, and that might actually be a good thing for Tim going into this last round. Jiggly J had to exert a lot of energy to get him down and get a few knockdowns there. So let's see if he was able to survive the actual onslaught here.
Well, beautiful takedown by Tim as he spears him and gets right to side control. I couldn't believe Tim ate the first overhand because he was leaning back when Jiggly J hit him with it. So it goes to show you the chin on Tim. The kid is tough as nails.
But here's the mount.
Yeah, deadly position to be in right now. He's been looking for the takedown all day, and he's in the spot he wants to be, and he's starting to pick him apart. He's hitting him with big shots.
Jiggly's almost out of there.
Yeah, he had just a sliver of head health.
Yeah.
Looking for the get-up. He gets into the sprawl position. A better place to be, as at least your head can't get hit from here. Stands up. He's going to have to watch a hook or an elbow. Tim muscles him to the cage. Looks for the judo throw. But Jiggly J, again, like a cat, bounces right back to his feet. Gets back and flexes on him and uppercuts him. It's like it's a secret move of his. Whenever he taunts, his next shot is double power or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he is definitely in a flow over this last round and a half.
Oh my God, he does it again! He taunts him and uppercuts him down. He's looking for the finish here, but the defense on Tim was rock solid. Jiggly J's hovering over Tim, and Tim wisely is just covering his head, letting his head health recover, not standing up into any strikes.
Yeah, if your opponent's not going to go down there, then once again, another takedown defense there.
Yeah, excellent takedown defense for the most part by Jiggle. He's been hit by a couple of them, have got through, but most have been defended. And those 50-50 clinch positions is a dangerous place for Tim to be right now. Because even though he can, instigate the dirty boxing, Jiggly J is going to be firing back shots as well.
And Jiggly J assumes that this fight is his at this point in time. So right now he's on cruise control at this moment in time.
Well, I would say it's pretty safe that Tim would need to get a stoppage right now. I mean, I am assuming Jiggly took the first round. He definitely took the second round, and he is winning the third round clearly so far. I would say there's about a minute 30 left for Tim to get something done here.
Yeah, I wouldn't let the judges get a hold of it, though.
Big
Oh my
uppercut by
goodness.
Jiggly J. Jig taunts on him. Flying knee on the block. Beautiful slip by
Ooh.
Tim. He fired back with a hook, but Jiggy wisely got out of the way.
And now that's dangerous for Jiggly.
Another taunt and another drop. It's like it's his signature move. And oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
The slipping elbow. He ducks down, comes back up with the elbow, cracks him, and separates Tim from his consciousness. Jiggly J gets it done in the third round violently.
Yeah, excellent work there. That was a masterclass performance there,
Beautiful.
especially in the second and third round, and he was able to find that finish there with that elbow. So
It's like he got stronger every round, Weasel. Like the first round was close, but then the second round he started to pull away a little bit, and then the third round it turned into a bit of a routing. And when Jiggly J gets into that flow state, man, it can be frustrating because he is going to put the paws on you and he is going to taunt you the whole time. And sometimes that can get in your head and maybe make you, act a little unaccordingly. But Jiggly J got it done in a big way. Salute to him.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, and as for Tim, his first loss in the SVG League, no big deal. Very few go through undefeated. I'm sure he'll bounce back twice as strong for his next fight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. These guys look good ever since coming into the league, and I'm sure he's just getting, just one little.
Even in
roadblock
this
doesn't
fight, he looked
define
good.
you.
He had some great moments in the fight. It's just, it's the difference between a guy with 2 fights versus a guy with 33 fights. It's a major experience difference. So I'm sure Tim will learn a lot from this one and bring all that experience into the next one.
Yep, he's only going to come back better.
All right, Wheezy. Well, as good as that was, we got a few more to get after, so let's get after it.
You're.
All right, Wheezy, cruising right along as we make it all the way up to the main event of the prelims. We got Salty, we got Souse.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. We know Sauce, perennial veteran of the league. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, Sauce has been to the highest of highs. He has been all the way up there. He's main evented before, he's got a ton of fights in the league, and he's been streaking as of late. He has looked really sharp in his last couple of fights, so interesting to see how he's going to build off that momentum, though. Salty has also, been a problem since coming into the league, and he's got a dominant position early, as after the takedown, he's in the full guard.
Yeah, that's big for Salty early on in this fight to get a takedown. He's got 4.5 minutes to work, and so it's gonna be exciting.
Massive elbow lands for Salty there, excuse me. But yeah, as you were saying, it's good to get this early takedown because even though Sauce is a very well-rounded fighter, if anything, you'd probably rather have him on his back than be trading toe for toe with him because the kid's got some absolutely devastating hand power.
Yeah, he's definitely known for his stand-up game, but he's very well-rounded. It's going to be hard for Salty to get anywhere.
Yeah, there's no gimmies with Sauce. There's no easy work. It's another one of these fights, and it's kind of been a theme here tonight where we got guys that have only got a handful of fights taking on guys with an absolute, archive of fights under their belt.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see which one prevails this time.
Sauce able to wall walk and get back to his feet. Salty turns him around, knees him, looking for the drag down. But Sauce says, I've seen that before. Posts his hand on the mat and stays afloat. Nice jab to the body by Sauce. Works the double jab, fires a hook, and Salty immediately with the clinch. Couple of hooks by Sauce. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to get dirty here. Salty definitely wants to get this fight to the ground.
And I don't blame him. Again, Sauce fights like an absolute demon on the feet. He's got power. He's got great head movement. He's got great footwork. He's got solid technique all around. And Salty is just committing all the way. I mean, that's like the 10th clinch attempt.
Yeah, he's definitely embracing it.
Gets him towards the cage. Fires a knee into the gut. He's got his back again. Working a little bit of knees to the old leg. Looks for the drag down, and he's got Sauce's back, excuse me.
And now this is a very dominant position for Salty.
Yeah, it's a spot you'd like to be in because look at this. Mount is just one sweep away. And now you got problems. He can go for a submission. He can posture up, by going down. But Sauce says fuck it and goes right for the buck and gets into the half guard.
That was well done by Sauce.
Oh, look at this. Big move by Salty as he goes into mount, and then the carry-on transition is denied immediately. Looks for the posture up, but Sauce was wise to it and took it away. Final couple of seconds here, and Salty looks like he's just going to pity-pat him until the time runs out and stack those punch numbers up.
Yeah, that was excellent defense by Sauce, but even better work by Salty to get what he could out of that.
That's a tough round to call, too, Weasel, because Salty clearly pushed the pace. He was landing the takedowns. He had a lot of control time, but he didn't land too many SIG strikes, whereas Sauce did clip him with a few good shots on the feet.
And as you see already, another takedown.
Right back at it like a crack addict. He takes him down, and he's into the feet on hips. Throws those feet to the side and right into the side control. Fakes the transition to the cruci. Blasts a couple elbows. And at that pace, I'd say he's going elbow looking for a block. Elbow looking for a block.
Yeah, it's a smart way to move about side control. You gain a lot of top control by doing that.
Hits him with a few shots and then immediately goes for the clinch again. Shoots the takedown after ducking the hook. And, man, this kid's wrestling has been on point today. He is just doing what he does. No shame to his game. Clinches and takedown attempts all day. And, again, very wise tactics to use when you're fighting a pressure boxer like Sauce.
Yeah, he might have more takedowns attempted and or landed than significant strikes landed.
Sauce looking for the sweep, and how about that? He gets it. Perhaps Salty was playing the quick push back into half guard, and Sauce caught him slipping and got the sweep up. But Salty with the denial on the posture up, he's building that GA, but Sauce was able to get up and get out. Another takedown on the pull. Beautiful work.
And another one.
This has got to be frustrating Sauce too, because you know he's just trying to get a rhythm and get his hands going. And it's hard to find a rhythm when you're constantly being pushed backwards with clinches and takedown attempts.
Yeah, absolutely. But Salt is doing an excellent job.
Kimura reversal. He rode with it on the back attempt. He went right for it raw. No, that was a fake. The stamina is definitely in Sauce's advantage, and these are hard to hit. He might want to go knee on belly. He fakes it again. And this time Sauce rolls. No, but he does go to knee on belly to Salt. Breaks the posture to keep the position. He's in the side control. Sauce man working a little pity pat action from the bottom, trying to set up his transition, and he does. He gets back to the half guard. Good denial by the Salt man. Posture's up. Ooh, and Sauce able to wiggle out of the way of the elbow and gets back to his feet.
He's got about a minute to work here.
He knew that clinch was coming. He slipped his head offline and whipped a big shot. But as soon as he stops punching, there's another one. Catches the kick. Turns him to the cage. Throws the Johnny Bones spinning elbow. Sauce shooting a takedown now. Salty denies it. Blasts a knee. And Sauce is able to push himself off. Another clinch by the Salt man.
Clincher.
Immediately. Couple knees. Just taking his time with it. Stings the jab. Big rip to the stomach by Salt.
And Salt is just...
Oh, two to the stomach, and he's got Sauce hurt. And he is letting his hands go at the end of the round. Very good combo to finish it off by Salty.
Yeah, that's an excellent round. I think that's a pretty obvious Salty round. He controlled that entire round, basically.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And throughout his clinches and takedown attempts and stuff like that, even though he's not doing a ton meaningful with it, as you see a little dirtbag move there.
Yeah, Sauce said fuck that and shot for the takedown himself.
Watching his little hashy shan saves.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on the defending end of a clinch or a takedown attempt. So sometimes the best defense is a strong offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salt gets back to half guard. Sauce set up the touch and go, but it was just a touch, no go. Pity pat action. Fakes.
And now Sauce has got to be careful. He's got to do something with this.
Look for the posture up. That'll extend the timer, but not by a whole lot. Good denial by the Sauce man. Pity pat steps over into the side control. And you got all day from here if you can hold it. But look at that. Beautiful get up by Salty. Just powered right up. Pull and a rips to the gut, but beautiful hook by Sauce.
Now Sauce is tired at this point in time. I mean, he's still got some stamina. He's got enough to work with, but he's going to be taking more damage, and it's going to be dangerous on the ground with that deficit that he's in.
Well, yeah, the stamina's low, but at least he's got a ton of head health. Even his body health as well. He was rocked to the body earlier, but it's come back in a major way, as you see there after taking a body shot. He still has well more than half, so...
Right.
It's just, do you have the gas in the tank to keep going? It is hard to keep a wrestler off you the way that Salty has been pushing forward and denying. Feet on the hips, and this is a bad position. Big right hand rings Sauce's bell. Looks for the Cruce, but he gets the Darce choke action happening. He drains Sauce down. He's going to look to attack right here. And there goes a big 65% of the bar.
Yeah,
Sauce,
that's huge, and he's
gonna have to mind his P's and Q's because he's in a bad spot still.
Yeah, absolutely. North, south with a stamina disadvantage right now.
Now he's in the side control, raining elbows. Sauce got to be careful of that up transition, or Salt might be looking for the automatic arm triangle. Back to half guard. We've already seen Salty go for the Kimura reversal earlier, so I don't expect to see Sauce go for a backdoor escape. Salt steps over and gets into the full mount. Looking for the arm triangle, but Sauce is not having it. Just over 40 seconds to go. A buck by Sauce, and he gets into the half easy.
Yeah, Sauce's only hope is to get a miraculous stand-up and a one-punch knockout at this point.
I would say pretty much the same thing. Yeah, he needs a Hail Mary shot. He looks for the get-up, and how about that? Guillotine reversal. He's draining. He's going to go for it here. Big denial. Does he have just enough time to block it in? And look at that. Yeah. With seconds remaining. 1 second left on the clock. Big Salt is able to get the flying guillotine on the Sauce Man.
Yeah, that's excellent work. Way to stay after it. You know, maybe the first takedown didn't result the way you wanted it to, but, you know, he found a finish there late in the third round. 5 seconds left, wherever the case was. Excellent work on his part.
Salty hit him with the close one, and Sauce hit him back with the no respect. He's got a little, what's it called? He's got a little pebble in his shoe on that one. He was not digging it the way that Salty was pushing forward and grappling him the whole time. He was not feeling it, but hopefully that will motivate Sauce to get in the gym and work even harder and come back and pick up right where he left off before, because he was on a hot streak.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, sometimes it can be frustrating whenever you come in and want to work a game plan on the feet, and the guy you're going against does not want to be on the feet at all. So sometimes that could be a bit frustrating, but I'm sure with Sauce, he's a tough guy. He's a veteran of the league, so it's going to be exciting to see what he can do next.
Absolutely, but hey, all credit done to Salty. He earned himself a good win right there over a highly named competitor, so salute to Salt. But as good as that was, we got the whole main card ahead of us, Wheezy, so this should be a doozy. Let's get to it.
Yep, let's go.
Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf players of the world. Every corner they come, test the metal true. In the heat of battle they'll see it through. With fists of fury and hearts aflame, they etch their legacy in the annals of fame. Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf plays a dance, a primal symphony where strength meets skill in perfect harmony. For the thrill of victory, they'll take the stand in the SVG League with greatness.
All right, Wheezy, here we go. Main card from Pyongyang, North Korea, and we got the Egyptian destroyer, Hoo-Hoo, taking on the Little Lion.
I still can't believe they let us here in North Korea.
Yeah, I don't know who Rocky knows, but he seems to know a world leader in every country. He got us in, so let's just do our job and get out of here.
Yeah.
Hoo doing what he does best, and he is pushing the pace, getting right after it. Little Lion more than happy to meet him in the middle, but he eats a big uppercut. Turning side kick from Hoo. And now a teep kick. Back up, son. Give me room.
That was a nice combo there by Little Lion.
Very nice by Little Lion, who's letting those hands go, but ain't nothing Hoo has not seen before.
Yeah, both these guys are fan favorites. These guys, seen it all. These guys have been there and done that.
Absolutely.
And they're very exciting to watch.
Hoo, a former champion and a very well-respected fighter within the UFC community, so he's seen it all before for sure. Big shots from Little Lion coming back. Uppercut on the block. Hoo steps back, flicks the teep kick, but it does not land. Uppercut on the block. Big shot to the stomach. 1-2 down the pipe for Hoo. Nice kick to the stomach by Hoo. Right hand lands.
Head health is comparable at this point in time.
Very much so. Left hook on the block. Rip to the stomach by Hoo. Another big uppercut to the stomach.
And that's going to zap Little Lion's energy.
Yeah, well, you can see it already. There's a significant stamina advantage. And if you think that's going unnoticed by Hoo, you crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-2. He just stuck him with the jab and then the left straight. There's another beautiful left cross. Rips to the body again. 1-2 down the pipe. Beautiful slipping hook by Little Lion. Left hook lands flush. A couple rips to the gut.
Hoo's timing is just very, very good right now.
And his range is outstanding. The same thing as I was saying earlier about Jiggly J. When he throws that straight shot, it's like you're always right at the end of it. 1, 2, 3. What a strike. My goodness. Hoo drops the Little Lion. Blasts the big body kick.
And at this point in time, Little Lion is in big trouble right now.
Yeah, I would say so. Right hand. Hoo slips and rips, but look at that. Little Lion caught him with a big shot. Looking for a big combo there, but Hoo was wise to it. Kicks Little Lion in the gut. Left hook sits him down bad. He's going to look for the finish because Hoo does not play around. Big shots against the cage. Little Lion trying to walk off, but eats a knee. Turning side kick from Hoo. Big uppercut sits him down one more time. And what a dominant round by the Egyptian Destroyer. As Little Lion looks like he got hit by a fucking truck.
Yeah, my goodness. Hoo is looking very strong in this first round. It's looking very bad for Little Lion. I think it's only a matter of time. Not looking
good at all. I mean, Little Lion's got to, I don't know, find a magic lamp and make a wish or something at this point.
You never know what could happen, though.
Well, yeah, that's the sport we play, right? One punch. Look, there's a beautiful right hand by Little Lion right there. He could use some more of that. Hoo slips, rips, and he hurts him.
That was a lightning quick combo.
It was, absolutely. Blinking, you could have missed it. Left hook stunned him. Right uppercut dropped him. Hoo's right on his toes. Rip to the body. Little Lion's flicking that jab out there. Left hook hurts him.
Oh, my goodness.
Ripped downstairs by Hoo. 1, 2.
He is pouring it on at this point in time.
Big left hook. And Little Lion was out cold before he hit the mat. Hoo, the Egyptian Destroyer, gets it done again.
Yeah, excellent work by Hoo there, former champion in his own right, and he showed off why right there.
Yeah, this guy has been a contender, since basically the league started. I mean, I think his first ever fight was somewhere around Svg War 15 or something like that. So you want to talk about a veteran. He had a ton of fights on UFC 4, former champion. Now he's got a bunch of fights in UFC 5, and it looks like he's making that push for a title run, as right now he's just got himself his 11th win in UFC 5 in the league.
Yeah, no, he is doing an excellent job. He's certainly on his way back up the card again. We'll see what kind of fight he has next.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, he was ranked 11 coming into this one, so you can expect a top 10 number beside his name on the next go-around.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Wheezy, that was a fantastic performance by Uhu, but we got a couple more fights to get to, so let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get after it, buddy.
All right, Wheezy, we are cruising right along here at SVG War 59, and we got a doozy of a fight right here between two electric strikers. We got Owen, we got Petite Reese.
Yeah, then these guys are exciting.
Yeah, and they have two very different styles. Both strikers, but very different styles. One known for his crisp boxing and one known for his, like, eccentric kickboxing.
You know, Petite Reese, you know, he's been one of the most exciting guys since coming into the league. But you see it right here. Owens gets a drop here early.
Yeah, the big power on Owen. The right hand hurt him. And look at this. Right to feet on hips. Looking for some big shots. And he gets up. Good job by Petite Reese to fight through it. An early scare for him. And look at that. Owen is just pouring it right back on. Left hook lands flush for Petite Reese. Throws the flying knee, but Owen was wise to it. Slipping cross. Rip to the gut. Double jab and a right hook from Petite Reese. Nice right hand by Owen. Lands flush. A rip to the gut.
Yeah, Owen's working really good timing right now as Petite Reese is just working, you know, his distance. He's fighting long here.
Oh, beautiful 1-2 by Petite Reese, but the last right hook Owen threw opened up a cut over the left eye.
Yeah, both these guys looking for counters. Trying to get through that block a little bit.
Owen's doing magic with the lead hand. He hit the double jab, took a second off, and then threw the lead hook, and it all landed good. Right hook landed flush again. These guys are sneaking in some power shots.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy at this moment in time, but this stuff's going to add up as you get into the second and third round.
Yeah, there's no way you can keep this type of pace up for 3 rounds. Forget about that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Somebody's got to give.
And there you go. A left hand sits Owen down. He says,
I like that little taunt there.
So do I. So do I. Reese has already shown that he could battle back from adversity by getting knocked down early and then found himself a knockdown. And now Owen's showing the same thing as he just rocks Reese.
Yeah, these guys are getting after it.
Both guys fighting like they want fight of the night. Beautiful combo. Flicks the deep kick out there. One, two on the block. Double jab and a right cross.
Nice defense there. A little matrix action.
Right hand from Petite Reese. Pulls back. 1-2. Sticks him with the jab, but Owen cracks him with the hook. Reese gets his head off the center line, and Owen zings an uppercut right by his ear.
Once again, good defense.
Kick to the stomach. Kick to the head. And there you go. I guess Owen remembered when Reese did it to him as he hits him with a taste of his own medicine and hits him with the
Yeah, no, that was an excellent round by both of these guys. I couldn't even keep track of what all happened in that round, so I can't really tell you who won the round, but both these guys were dropping each other back and forth. But I think Owen likely got the upper hand on that one.
Both guys were getting after it. Owen had 2 rocks, so that was probably the difference. They both dropped each other. It said by the numbers there that Reese landed a few more SIG strikes, but Owen, when he hit him multiple times, Reese had to take a step back and clear his head because Owen hits with such power.
Yeah, no, I've been in there a few times with Owen. He does not have light hands for sure.
I can attest to that myself. Another big shot by Owen as he rings Reese's bell. Another one. He's got him hurt twice early in the round.
Yeah, this is a big start for Owen.
Left hook lands on the block. Right hook on the block. Owen is throwing hooks and then slipping his head offline. Oof. Grabs him in the clinch and wings him with an elbow. 1-2, intercepting right cross, stuffs Owen in his tracks.
And all the health stats currently are very, very close.
And that's what matters, right? Stuns and wobbles and that are good for the scorecards, but ultimately head health and stamina is what we play for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reese moving forward, blood dripping from his left eye. Owen has parked many right hooks on that spot. Double
Looking for a
jab.
little wheel kick there.
Yeah, a little bit. Little TJ Dillashaw action. Oh, a big uppercut. Owen blasted another uppercut. Look at that, a big elbow, and he's got Reese rocked again. I think that's the 4th rock this round.
And I think the testament of these guys still moving at this point in time is just a testament to their defense.
Yeah, I mean, they've thrown a ton of shots, but a lot of them have been blocked. Both guys are doing a good job of tracking the other one's action. Reese fakes a body hook, steps in on a wobble, and eats another uppercut. My goodness. The chin on Reese to keep taking these power shots and not just collapse. Reese might be going the Homer Simpson route, just taking a bunch of punishment and then just push you over when you're tired at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a half bad little statement, you know? As long as you can survive the onslaught.
Owen says, what are we doing here? Left hook lands for Reese.
Ooh.
Right cross into the head kick. Left hook lands flush. Moves forward, gets his head off the center line and stings Owen with a jab. Beautiful pull by Owen, but he doesn't throw a counter shot. Flying knee on the block. If the strike is in the game, it is in Little Reese's arsenal. I mean, he throws everything you can think of. Another one of those little ducking head kicks, this time by Owen. And that's going to bring us to the end of the second round. Both fighters slowed down a little bit in the second half of that second round. And understandably so. I mean, they are pushing a pace.
Yeah, these guys have gotten after it ever since the beginning bell. And you're just starting to see the effects of that. These guys are starting to slow down a little bit.
Touch of the gloves. And Little Reese comes out swinging with a right cross into the head kick. Owen looking for that big uppercut, trying to catch Reese going low perhaps. Meanwhile, Reese is trying to line up big power shots as he might feel he's a little behind.
Yeah, he's going to need to find something here. He needs a big round.
Well, it's safe to say Reese probably needs a finish here. I would assume Owen's up 2 rounds to none. Then again, we say it every card. You can never tell with these judges. Because, I mean, the first round was too close to guarantee. The second round I have to give to Owen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd have to agree.
Oh! The second round, it's possibly even a 10-8 round for Owen because he rocked him so many times. But Little Reese just rocked Owen bad right there.
Maybe Little Reese found a little bit of a second wind here.
Owen gets him towards the cage. Wings and overhand does Little Reese, but Owen was wise to it and blocked it. 1-2 down the pipe. Both guys are just leaking blood. Look at the amount of blood all over the cage.
Yeah, this is what war looks like inside the octagon.
Oh my goodness, another nice combo by Reese, and he's got Owen hurt again.
Oh, yeah.
The heart on Reese to be battling back after that vicious second round.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a testament. Both these guys just tough as nails.
And I mean, they both got the little medical box flashing there, but Owens is a little darker red, so, I mean, you never know. Dr. Shithead could step in and take a look any second.
Yeah, you never know. It's been a while since we've been visited by Dr. Shithead.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't come through here. I don't know if he made it across the border. They might have held him up at customs, and God bless him if they did. Big uppercut, and look at that. Talk about a turnaround round, as Reese has just been putting it on Owen here in the third.
And now Owen's trying to survive at this point. Maybe your tactic was thoughtful there. You know,
look
take
at
all
this.
The punishment and push him over whenever he's tired.
Owen got him in the bent clinch. Throws a knee to the gut, but I mean, tons of body health. And look at this, he sits him
my
down!
goodness.
Looking for the finish in the last couple seconds. A deadly position, a couple of left hands. He hurt him
my
again, and
goodness.
elbow! How did Owen eat that? My goodness.
Reese and in it.
Slipped his head off the center line. My goodness, less than 20 seconds to go.
My goodness.
Reese postures
He's a
up.
bitch.
Another big
Oh
elbow.
my.
He's got him rocked again. Owen bucks. Reese denies.
that didn't-
Looks for the posture up. And another elbow.
Oh.
And we go to the decision. Oh
What a
my
fight.
God. I'm glad I'm not a judge for this one.
What a fight.
What an amazing fight. If that's not
Both these
fight of the
guys raising
night.
their hands.
Yeah, well, they both got cases to think they won it. If that's not fight of the night, Weezy, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an excellent fight.
The judges are rating. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
First time in SVG War history, we got ourselves a draw.
What?
Talk about history being made. An amazing fight. Absolutely amazing fight. And then they give it a draw on top of that. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, because the first round was kind of a coin flip round. The second round, Owen just worked Little Reese. And then the third round, I don't know where he dug down and got it from, but it just an absolute Uno reverse card as Lil Reese just turned around and started to work Owen. My goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, my boy. What can you say? That, you can't get any closer of a fight. If you're gonna, have a fight like that, both guys deserve to win there, and they left it all out there. So congratulations, I guess, to both guys.
Yeah, well, there's no losers in a fight like that. You bring a fight like that, I mean, everyone's a winner in the sense, and I mean, literally, there are no losers. I mean, it was a draw, so whew, what to do going forward, who knows? But for now, let's just enjoy that absolute instant classic. Massive shout-outs to both guys, Owen and Lil Reese, both putting on a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was one of the best fights I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Well, what an introduction that is. What a setup and a segue it is. Wheezy, hold my beer. I got to go fight my best friend now.
Yeah, go handle business, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, feature fight of the evening, and we got an exciting one against two lifelong friends here. These guys have been teammates since the very beginning, so it's going to be an exciting one to watch. These guys have never faced each other. Little taunt-off action here at the beginning. Nice hook and a jab comes in there by Zhao. And again here with MJ, he's fought on every UFC 5 card, whereas Zhao is just now returning back to the league after a long hiatus. It's going to be exciting to see how these guys match up as MJ gets an early takedown. And this is the kind of game that MJ wants to play against Zhao. Zhao, more known as a stand-up guy, he likes to use fancy techniques in the kickboxing area versus MJ, who loves to use the grappling techniques. And he's already made it over into half guard here. Big hooks coming in here to the body. Those do crazy damage. Well, not crazy damage, but they will affect you long-term. We'll tap-tap-a-roo. Zhao able to recover the full guard here. 4 or 5 big hooks coming there to the body. And you can already see it's not a big chunk, but it's a small chunk from Zhao trying to work his way back to the feet, plus MJ working that body here. MJ with a drag down. This is a dominant position for MJ. Zhao has got to be careful. A little tap-tap-a-roo coming in here. It looks like MJ's going to go for is that a Darce? Yeah, he's going to go for the Darce, but instead opts to go to back flat, which is arguably a more dominant position. Zhao rolls over immediately. MJ's looking to attack with a triangle choke here. He's got the stamina advantage. This could be huge. And big deny by MJ. All he's got to do is pull this. And that's 80% of Zhao's health bar. And he's still in danger because he's lacking in the stamina department now. He's going to go for the arm triangle to put him away here. He's looking for an early finish here in the first. It's going to be close. And there it is. MJ able to lock down the arm triangle. and able to get Zhao out of there early on in the first round. Excellent work by MJ to, you know, get that fight to the ground early on, and didn't let Zhao get back up, and you know, that's a good place to keep him. He can't, you know, jab at you or work his distance without, you know, on his back. So excellent, you know, game plan there by MJ, and picks himself up another win. So he's gaining some momentum here. So we'll see, as he's probably got a big fight coming up here, and it's a big challenge against a guy like Zhao, who's a tough guy, known as one of the best strikers in SVG. And these guys have a ton of respect for each other. So this is a big win for MJ, so he'll be moving up. And as for Zhao, you know, tough guy, you know, he shows up and he loves to put on a show, and he did here, even though it didn't really work out for him. So, but I'm sure he'll be back. But as for MJ, big congratulations for him. Huge congratulations to both these guys for putting on a good fight. So, that being said, we got a co-main event and main event to get to. So, let's get after that.
All right, Wheezy, here we go. Main event, or co-main event, excuse me, of the evening. And we got a hell of a doozy set up here, as we got Astro taking on Goldberg. A couple of guys that have been very, very sharp as of late.
Yeah, these guys are just excellent fighters.
Goldberg throws the teep kick out there. Rip to the stomach by Astro. Goldberg known to push a hell of a pace, and Astro, he'll match you every step of the way.
Yeah, and Goldberg, he loves to use these exciting little techniques in the boxing area, and you know, Astro's a very well-rounded guy. He likes to get things on the mat as well. So
Astro shoots for that single leg, cancels, and look at that, goes right into side saddle.
And this is where Astro wants to be. Goldberg is, you know, he's looked very strong in the feet this far. You know, it's going to be exciting to see if Astro can push some kind of pace here on the ground.
Good denials by both guys. Goldberg was denied on his attempt to get out, and then Astro was denied on his attempt at the arm triangle. Looking for the back take, and he's got it. Back sitting for Astro.
And Goldberg has also shown how well-rounded he is as well.
Astro rolls with him back into side control, backside control, but in a better position, more centralized in the cage. Looking for the back take. Goldberg is not allowing it.
Excellent defense this far.
But Astro is not allowing him to get up. It is a deny fest. Another denial by Astro. Postures up and doesn't even throw a strike. He just postured up and used it as a position to gain his stamina back. Looks for the back take again, and he gets it. This is all control time for Astro, if nothing else. Not to mention, there's chances at big positions. Big denial. Looked to go for the armbar there, but Goldberg was not having it.
Just excellent denies on both ends. These guys are very defensively sound.
Great job, though, here as he rolls him over into the mount. Lets that stamina come, and he postures up. A great pace to be in. Starts blasting right hooks, a couple lefts. Throws an elbow, but Goldberg is able to slink his way underneath and get back into the half guard.
And that's excellent defense from somebody as dangerous as Astro is.
Kimura sweep by Goldberg. He pops right up on top, and he has a stamina advantage. It's a hard sub to hit, though. You can race this one. Knee on belly by Goldberg as he opts to just keep position. Only 30 seconds left to work, though.
Yeah, we'll see what he does with this 20 seconds that he's got left.
Back into full guard. Working that pity pad action. Rubber guard action by Astro. Goldberg looks to posture up and is taken away. And a couple elbows to take with you for the road.
Yeah, it was a great round by both guys. You know, you see that was kind of the story of it. Goldberg, you know, he got a few really good shots off on the feet before the takedown came in, and Astro found a lot of control time there in that round. So.
Well, yeah, that pretty much sums it up for me too, Weezy. I feel like Goldberg definitely was winning on the feet, but once it hit the ground, it kind of slowed right down. Astro controlled it, but didn't land anything too significant. It was more just control time and positioning.
Yeah.
Big right hook lands for Astro there. Rip to the gut, but look at that, a check hook by Goldberg. 1-2 from Astro. Shoots a takedown, denies, spins, takes the back, looks for the drag, and yeah, Goldberg was having none. Another takedown attempt, this time just a pure, and it got through. Pops over.
Chain wrestling techniques.
Absolutely. Pops over into half guard, looks to go right to mount, but Goldberg was not allowing it. Pops over into the side control. Good place to be. Goldberg might be looking for the quick little flow over into the back, but nope. Instead, Astro steps right to mount. Back into half guard. Goldberg is not allowing Astro to get to mount.
This is excellent work off the bottom, you know?
Yeah, very good defensively, for sure. Fakes the shrimp. Gets back into half guard. He's in a good position to go right to the sprawl from here and put Astro's back against the cage. But ultimately, he opts to go into the guard.
Deny.
Looks for the sweep, and he gets it. Beautiful work by Goldberg.
Way to stay defensively sound there and get the sweep there.
Looked for the side control, but I mean, Astro is also adept to this. He's got solid jiu-jitsu himself. Looks for the pop over into side control again. This time he gets it.
And this is just one of those Goldberg showing off how well-rounded he is.
Good denial. Looks for the crucifix, but nothing there. Couple big elbows by Goldie.
Big deny there.
Absolutely. Looks to step over, but nothing.
And you can see that all the denies that Goldberg has gotten has taken a big toll on Astro's stamina here.
Oh, look at this. Carry over denial. That's the place to be. Hits him with a little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Looks for the quick get-up, but no, it's not to be. Good denial by Goldberg. He's going to try to get an arm here. And look at this. He separated the arm from the body. And look at that. Astro just rolls right with it. Goldberg probably thought that was a fake because of how fast it was, but he immediately pushed through and got over. Working off his back as Goldberg looks for the same sweep he hit earlier in the round, and twice is nice. Yeah, another denial.
Yeah, these guys are just denying the hell out of each other.
Double punch set up the old arm triangle, and he's got a massive stamina advantage. He goes for it raw, but it's not meant to be. He goes again, and it's not meant to be. He still has a ton of stamina. He just keeps going for it.
Oh, he's playing a game here.
But that's not going to get it done as far as the submission goes. But, I mean, a very tough round to call. I feel like Goldberg had a little more top control. This was kind of the opposite. I mean, Astro landed a few better shots on the feet, and then Goldberg had a little more control time. Very tough fight to call so far.
Yeah, this is a very, very close fight going into round 3. I would have to say round 3 is probably going to decide this fight.
Big left hook from Goldie. Kick to the stomach. Goldberg catches it.
Ooh, he's working through that block now.
Throws the teep kick. Sidestep. Shoots a takedown. Looks for the slam, and Goldberg was not having it. Goldberg shoots a takedown. This time Astro stuffs it. Hits him with a smooth left hand. 2 to the body. Oh, and a big uppercut by Goldberg.
Excellent timing on the slip, and now he's got the top control.
Nice denial by Goldberg.
And he's got a big stamina advantage at this moment in time.
Yeah, significant. Gets out of the out of the rubber guard with ease. A deadly position to be in. Hip fakes, and this time he went for it, and Goldberg denied. Steps over into the half guard. Looks for the Kimura. Goes for the back take. Goldberg hits him with the old get off me. And look at that reversal. Astro rolls him over, and he's in top position. Looks for the mount, but Goldie's having nothing to do with it. Another mount denial. Looks for the back take, and he gets it. Good denial by Goldberg.
This is some excellent high-level groundwork by both these guys.
And he's got the back mount, a devastating position to be in. Looks for the rear naked, a massive stamina advantage.
Yeah, this could be dangerous.
He's looking to put him away here. No, he rolls over into the mount to keep position. Breaks his own posture. He's going to look for a denial and then attack for sure. Oh, Astro gets very greedy and looks for the getup, but he pulls it off.
Excellent work.
Pulls back and hits him with a big right hand, does Astro. Big knee to the gut. Slipping uppercut. Goldberg absolutely folds him. He postures up, no, and he just rolls with him. He maintains position. A big denial again. Looking for the Darce choke. He's got the Darce choke on him. He's hitting him with that drain game.
Excellent work here. This is gonna be a
Oh,
suck
another
area.
massive denial. He's got to go for it here. And there goes, I would say, close to 50% of his bar. 20 seconds left. He's still in a very dominant position. He can chain it. He goes for the Kimura. He can go right away. He's going raw.
He's gonna go for
and he
it.
got another massive part, but there's still just a sliver left as Astro is able to hang on and last the decision. Nevertheless, that was probably what's going to put it away for Goldberg right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know, and there it is. You know, Goldberg ended up winning that fight.
Yeah, he got it done. Goldberg hung in there. He battled back tough and got it done. What a great fight. Back and forth, high-level match right there.
Yeah, those guys were going back and forth on the ground, high-level denials, high-level ground game, and they showed off their well-roundedness. They were standing there for a little bit and trading blows back and forth, and that was a very exciting fight. So well done by both guys, but it was Goldberg's night, so...
Well, that was an absolute doozy of a fight. Another great setup to get into our main event for tonight. A hell of a co-main event. But, Wheezy, here's your chance at glory, big fella. It's a chance to come the two-time champion. So, good luck in your endeavor, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to get out there.
Get after it. All right, here we go. Main event, SVG War 59. Special guest joining me for the commentary, the one, the only, the legendary Zhao. And Zhao, this should be a doozy as the current champion looks to defend against a currently streaking former champion.
Yeah, they're both crazy strikers, so I'm interested in seeing how this goes.
Yeah, it should be a doozy. Doobie has been on fire since becoming the champion, and Weasel came back, and he's been on a streak. And this is one of those fights I do not expect to go the distance because they both sling heavy leather. Weasel throws a 1-2, and Doobie fires back with a nasty three-piece. Beautiful pull uppercut, and he hurts Wheezy. He's looking to put him away with a combo, but Wheezy had the wherewithal to get out of the way of all the follow-up shots.
Yeah, you put the pressure on him right there as soon as he rocked him.
Oh, but Wheezy just answered back and cracked him with a big uppercut. Doobie's hurt now. These guys are fighting like they're double parked. They both have shown each other they can hurt each other too, Ty.
That quick into the fight, this ain't going 5 rounds.
No way. No way. Big uppercut lands for Doobie, but Wheeze blasts him to the stomach at the same time. 1-2 from Wheeze. Doob comes in with the low jab, and then a big right hook lands upstairs.
Looks like that hook from Weasel cut him too.
A right hook hurts him. 2 rips to the body from Doobie. Another right hand lands flush. A big uppercut, but Easy ate it well. A left hook lands. Doob is just 1 shot away, but this is where Weasel thrives. A big right hand hurts the former champion. Another left hook lands. Doobie is finding his zone, but Wheezy hits like a truck, so it just takes 1 combo. Left hook lands. Big uppercut sits Wheezy down.
These guys are just swinging.
Yeah, they're fighting like they're double parked. Right hook and Wheezy's crumpled. Doobie, knee on belly, hammer fisting, side shots, big shots from the champion. But Wheezy hangs on. What a great job by Wheezy to battle back.
I can't believe he survived that.
Well, he's a former champion for a reason. He does not wilt. He does not give up. You want to beat him, you got to kill him. And look at this, right back to coming forward for Weasel. Hits him with a good right hand.
It's still anyone's fight.
Absolutely. Doobie has low head health himself. Nice right hand by the Weasel. It's hard to tell, but he might have shaken out those cobwebs. Oh, a good right hand again. Oh, but just like that, Doobie parks a left hand on Wheezy's chin and puts him out cold. My
wasted no time.
goodness, what a vicious knockout. That will take years off your career. Look at this shot. Wheeze was leaning to the right side, Doobie threw the left hook, and the dominant champion continues to dominate as he puts out arguably one of the best power punchers in the entire league in the first round. My goodness gracious.
You got to respect that they just went in there. They started swinging at each other. People barely took a back step. It was crazy work.
Oh, hell yeah. They both have very fan-friendly styles. They both do the same thing. They get after it. So, I mean, there was no doubt in my mind this was going to be a doozy fight when it was made. And the way they started to come out in the first round, it was easy to tell it was not going to go the distance. They both were just like, all right, let's see who's got more jam. And tonight it was Doobie. Again, the dominant champion just cruising right along.
Congrats to Doobie, and I'm sure Weasel's going to brush himself back off and get back to it again.
Absolutely. Again, former champion. The guy's got a bunch of victories. He's already got 15 wins in the league. You know, a minor setback. I'm sure you give him a couple more fights and he'll be knocking on the door for another title shot. But tonight belongs to the champion. Doobie gets it done again. Well, it's been a great card from top to bottom here tonight, so we want to thank everyone for tuning in. I mean, all the fighters came and they brought it. Shout-outs to all the matchmakers, everyone that has everything to do from the card. I am the great MJda. He is the legendary Zhao. Ty, say goodbye to the people.
See you later, guys. Have yourself a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.